close, warm among friends, and not worried about anything. Where one of them or more of them, we could hear on the news tonight that they paid with their life. They're an all-volunteer force that's worked admirably for this country. They understand when they take an oath of allegiance to this country that they may have to fulfill Jesus' own words in John 15:13. No greater love hath a man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. We don't go off to war and die for this country. We go off to war and we die for the man on the right or left of us. That's a bond that can never be taken, a bond that is phenomenal. I just got back June 20th from a reunion of the company that I got to serve in Vietnam. My first sergeant, John Contrell, and I found 109 of the guys we led, and we got together in Branson for our first reunion, and boy, there was a lot of tears, folks. I freely admit that. But what astounded me was that my RTO, Jim Langley and Doc Flores, who basically made me where I am, they all shared with me when they put me on the helicopter. They prayed that I would die because of what I looked like at that point. And on the helicopter back, I was pronounced dead. And when we got to Cu Chi, I was taken over and laid in the body bag pile with a poncho on it. Dr. Julian Mix came out of the vacuum and walked over to a pile of dead Americans and lifted up my poncho and saw something that told him I was still alive. God sent me.
That's right. All right. Woo! Yes.
God has a purpose and meaning. My life has meaning and purpose by the grace that He's given me. And understand, folks, you and I have got it easy. There are people around us that don't have what we have. There are people around us that are worse off than we are. There's no need to complain about anything. Somebody is going to be worse off than you are. And if you look at somebody like me, you need to start thinking about the positive side of what you see in life. There's something positive about everybody you look at. And on May 29th of this year, it was 43 years ago that God allowed me to use a wheelchair. And for 43 plus years, folks, I have not had to spend money on shoes and socks. I didn't have calluses on my gluteus maximus. That's traditional pattern, so that also gets worse. So He is good to all of us.
Yes, all the time.
Understand there are no atheists and foxholes, folks.
That's right.
We start flying, we start praying, and there is a divine God there looking after us, and there's a reason for everything that happens to us. And I'd like to close with my favorite quote. Pastor told me I could keep you here till 3. I learned a long time ago that the mind can only endure as much as the rear end can stand. So we'll get on with it. But it was an essay by the name of John Ruskin, who wrote essays back in the Depression days. And he wrote one essay called Volunteerism. Our military is all volunteer. You volunteer to come to this church. You volunteer to do a lot of things you don't think about. And we all put time into something. But there's one line in that essay that really sums up what God's grace to all of us is. That line simply says, man's greatest reward for his toil is not what he gets for it, but what he becomes by it. And every one of us that put the uniform on are a better American. Every one of us that got to serve in combat are a better American. We understand life and death. So be proud of what you are and what you did and how you served. And leave here today, not just on July 4th or Veterans Day, November 11th, on Memorial Day. Spend the whole year, every day, thanking our military and our first responders for putting their life in harm's way so that you and I can celebrate America's 236th birthday. Thank you very much.
Tommy Clacks, thank you for your life and service for God and country. Honor our heroes. But this is I'm giving up eagles to you. We're going to the world now. But I I'm saying this to you, you inspire us. As I sat there, I suddenly realized that really I was fishing on how to do this, and that first election was what launched it. And so you're really the papa of all this. And we love you, and we thank you, and we respect you so much. Amen. We love you. Video I shared some before, I missed my cue, and I apologize, about the Vietnam War. It's unusual for this to be one that Tommy Clacks picked for us. Go ahead and show it.
Each year at Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii, America's missing soldiers are brought home so that they can be identified and returned to their families. In the spring of 2004, more than 36 years after he was killed in Vietnam, our brother, Donald John Matoga, was returned to American soil.
Donald's remains were coming home because of one man, Mr. Wen Van Lo, a former North Vietnamese soldier who buried Donald after the battle and then led the Americans to his remains in 2003.
Là để tỏ rõ cái quan điểm và ấy của nhân dân Việt Nam là cũng thực hiện cái lời dạy của lãnh đạo cấp cao nhà nước chúng tôi là khép lại quá khứ mà như thế là xóa bỏ quá khứ và thích lại gần nhau để như thế là có một cái nền hòa bình vững chắc vì gia đình tôi mất mát đau thương. Thế mà
Said it was his job to bury him because I understood it. Since I also lost two brothers in the military.
Which is the military designation for where Donald had been killed and buried all those years. We had no idea of how many similarities there were between our two families.
Xin chào mọi người, gia đình bên Mỹ
He traveled far to be here.
Có 6 anh em này, có 6.
I have 6
Như thế
brothers.
là đi bộ đội chống Pháp, một người chết. Bây giờ chưa tìm được giải quốc về, còn thuận lợi hơn. Còn thuận lợi hơn. Nhưng ông Matocha thì đây là một quân đội viễn chinh. Tết đi sang bên đây thì mà xa xôi, cho nên là gia đình là.
So your family went through the same thing our family did, in that there was a brother that was lost and not found. This is a picture of our brother Donald. You helped us find this brother. Thank you so much. Thank you.
missing in action.
I just want to let you know that Tommy Clacks is ventured to provide every World War II veteran, because he always wants to honor people. His life's about honoring others. The Ruptured Duck and Service Medal Award for the World War II veterans. and we happen to be selling these, and they go to a special fund for Tommy Clacks. He actually he spent $100,000 on his own, that was the bill. He's got down to $22,000, praise the Lord.
All right.
But if you'd like to be a part of that, just knocking it in the head and getting it so all the World War II vets, especially in Georgia, can receive this, and you can buy it for your own World War II vets, they're right out here on the table out there. Before I share a brief message, I want to just give an opportunity, I believe they have it right this time, gentlemen. We want to honor all those that have served in our armed forces. We thank God for you. And we're going to have the anthem of your particular branch played. If you please stand at that time and remain seated. And we're going to lead off with the Army with, are we ready? All right.